Mingo? What do you have on? I see 1, 2, 3, 4 stickers. No stickers, buttons. Oh, they're buttons. I see a cowboy hat, a horse, a sheriff's star, and another hat. Mingo, do you live in Texas? Yes. All right, so you got 4 buttons. Did you bring us a book today? I did. Let's see. Pete the Cat and his 4 groovy buttons. Written by Eric Litwin and art by James Dean. Let's read this, Mingo. Pete the Cat put on his favorite shirt with 4 big, colorful, round, groovy buttons. He loved his buttons so much, he sang this song. My buttons, my 4 groovy buttons. My buttons, my 4 groovy buttons. Pop? Oh no! One of those buttons popped off. How many buttons are left? 3. 4 minus 1 button equals 1, 2, 3. Groovy, said Pete. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. He kept on singing his song. My buttons, my 3 groovy buttons. My buttons, my 3 groovy buttons. Yeah. Pop? Oh no, another button popped off. How many buttons are left? That's right, 2. 3 buttons minus 1 button equals 2. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. He kept on singing his song. My buttons, my 2 groovy buttons. My buttons, my 2 groovy buttons. Pop? Oh no! Another one of Pete's buttons popped off. How many are left? That's right, 1. 2 buttons minus 1 button equals 1. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. He kept on singing his song. My button, my 1 groovy button. My button, my 1 groovy button. Yeah. Oh, Pop? Oh no, the last button popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? That's right, 0. 1 button minus 1 button is 0. 0 means nothing. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Thanks, Mingo. Buttons come and buttons go. Pete looked down at his shirt, at his buttonless shirt, and what do you think he saw? His belly button. He kept on singing his song. There's his belly button. I bet you have one too. My button, I still have my button. My button, I still have my button. It's all good. I guess it simply goes to show that stuff will come and stuff will go. But do we cry? Goodness, no. We keep on singing. Oh, 1 button, 2, 3, 4, all gone. Buttons come and buttons go. The end. Wow, Mingo, thank you so much. I love it. Count my buttons. Okay, Mingo, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, you could do some fun math at home. Here's something my son made at preschool a couple years ago. They Teachers just drew a simple shirt and found buttons at home. You might have some buttons at home, or someone in your family, maybe someone that sews has buttons. You can ask them if you can have those buttons, or maybe you just want to cut them out of paper, construction paper. So you can do your own math and figure out what happens. Let's say you have 2 buttons and 1 button pops off. 2 buttons minus the 1 that popped off equals 1. What happens when you only have 1 button and you take that button away? You get 0. So adults, you can make your own little easy subtraction problems for your child and just have fun, or just count the buttons. And if you don't have buttons, you can use like I said, paper. You can find beads. We just talked about beads in an episode. Maybe Legos, just something small that they can hold and use as a manipulative so that they can count and do some basic math. All right, Mingo. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Remember, keep your buttons button. It's okay if buttons pop. Buttons come and buttons go, but do we worry? No. Be kind. I love you.
Bye, Mingo.
Bye.